Once there lived the villagers of Akuru lived in fear of the unknown, their days filled with the dread of evil spirits lurking in the shadows. Their village priest, Reverend Father Okeke, was a man shrouded in mystery. His eyes seemed to hold 1,000 secrets, and his smile could freeze the blood in one's veins. The villagers believed him to be a holy man, chosen by the gods to lead them on the path of righteousness. But little did they know, Reverend Father Okeke harbored a dark secret. Under the cover of night, he would sneak into the homes of his unsuspecting congregation, seeking out the young and the vulnerable. His eyes gleamed with an otherworldly hunger as he preyed on their innocence. The villagers began to notice a change in the Reverend Father's appearance. His eyes seemed to glow with an ethereal light, and his presence was accompanied by an aura of unsettling energy. They whispered among themselves about the strange occurrences, but none dared to confront the Reverend Father. One fateful night, a young girl named Neoma stumbled upon the Reverend Father's dark secret. She had wandered into the forest, searching for a rare herb to heal her ailing mother. As she wandered deeper into the woods, the trees seemed to grow taller, casting long, ominous shadows on the ground. Suddenly, Neoma heard the sound of rustling leaves and twigs snapping. She turned to see the Reverend Father looming before her, his eyes blazing with an unnatural intensity. He reached out a bony hand, beckoning her to come closer. Neoma tried to flee, but her feet seemed rooted to the spot. Began to chant in a language she couldn't understand, his voice weaving a spell of dark magic around her. As the words left his lips, Neoma felt her strength waning, her mind clouding with a strange, creeping fog. And then, everything went black. The next morning, Neoma's mother found her daughter lying unconscious in the forest, a strange symbol etched into her forehead. The villagers gathered around, whispering among themselves about the evil that had befallen their community. As the days passed, Neoma's condition worsened. She would wander the village, her eyes vacant, her mind consumed by the dark magic of the Reverend Father. The villagers knew that something was terribly wrong, but they didn't know what. It wasn't until the night of the full moon, when the villagers gathered to perform a ritual to cleanse Neoma of the evil spirit, that the truth finally came to light. As they danced around the fire, chanting and singing, the Reverend Father appeared, his eyes blazing with fury. The villagers, fueled by their anger and fear, turned on the Reverend Father, demanding that he reveal the source of his dark power. And in that moment, the Reverend Father's true form was revealed. His body began to contort and twist, his skin turning a deep, scaly black. His eyes glowed like embers, and his voice became a cacophony of evil spirits. The villagers watched in horror as the Reverend Father transformed into a monstrous creature, its presence seeming to draw the very life force out of the air. In that moment, the villagers knew that they had to act. They joined hands, calling upon the ancient powers of their ancestors to aid them in their battle against evil. The air was filled with the sound of chanting and the scent of burning herbs as the villagers performed the ritual to banish the dark spirits from their community.